from 1.6, the discriminant and the quadratic formula. So here we're dealing with real roots where c is negative. So that's where c is negative. We label our a is just 1 because it's 1x squared, b is 4 because it's 4x, and c is negative 17. Okay, so we're going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so I'm just going to plug in my numbers so a negative b, so my b is 4, so the opposite of 4 is negative 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared. Again, anytime you square b, it will be positive, minus 4 times my a, which is 1, and times my c, which is negative. So there I have a negative in there, so I'm going to multiply that, and then I'm going to get 4, my a here is 1, so negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 68 all over 2. Okay, then I can add those together. I get negative 4 plus or minus square root of 84. Now that's not a perfect square, right? So I want to break that down. So I cannot take square root 84 and divide it by 2. That's not what I do. The very last step is dividing by 2a. So I got to simplify that square root of 84 first. So I'm going to take square root of 84, and I'm going to break it down, look for pairs, right? It's even, so 2, of course, goes into it. Okay, that's even, so 2 goes into it, and then 3 and 7, right? So here's a pair of 2, so I factor out a 2. So we got negative 4 plus or minus 2 square root. 3 and 7 don't have pairs, so multiply them back together. We get 21 all over 2. And this is where you can separate it into 2 equations, or you can leave it as 1. But basically at the top I can factor out a 2, okay, because really I can rewrite this as 2 fractions plus or minus 2 over 2 square root 21. So notice how this 2 at the bottom in blue here, right, I can't divide that by 21 because that's a square root and this is a whole number, right? So now I could reduce those fractions and get negative 2 plus or minus 2 over 2 is 1, so 1 square root 21, or just like that, reducing them. So, or I could write it as 2 different ones, negative 2 plus square root 21 and negative 2 minus square root 21. Okay, so this 2 on bottom, you have to divide it by both of these numbers, negative 4 and 2. Right? If they don't go into both of them evenly, you can leave it in this format, okay? But if they both go in evenly, then I can rewrite it like this, okay?